Why, hello. You're a high as shit insomniac? Well, you're in the right place, my friend, because this is the internet's largest collection of high as shit insomniacs. I just want the Sword of Omens, man. Show me any shit I want to be looking at. Just be like, Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight, man. Just see the truth of any fucking thing going on at any given moment. Getting his master's in engineering. Got it now. Taking a few months off before you start work. Cool, man. Congrats on the master's degree. It's an admirable achievement in this day and age. Shows a level of commitment I was never able to muster myself. Anyone else getting a weight screen? I'm not getting a weight screen, man. Wonder if TJ's streaming too. That's a possibility. That's the wrong one. I want this one. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm just grinding up some perfectly legal tobacco here. I'm gonna smoke a tobacco pipe full. If Paul had signed the guitar, yeah. It's kind of fucked up though. It's always strange when somebody that, you know, and I didn't meet the guy in person, but I did spend some time that night of the meetup talking to him on the phone. And he was a younger dude. It's always strange when somebody like that, you know. I don't know how old he was when he went, but he looked like he was in his, you know, mid or late 20s. Just think, dude, I could have kicked it. I could have kicked it fucking years ago. 27 years old or something, 10 years ago. Could have kicked the bucket. Reminds you of your own mortality, I guess. Somebody young like that goes. You've been looking way exhausted this week? Yeah, man. I've been under a lot of stress, a lot of shit on my plate, a lot of stuff going on. You know, home life has been crazy, work life has been crazy, and just trying to plan a million different things at once, and it's been pretty fucked up. Tell us one of your stories, Paul. Oh. Fuck. Fucking duck. What's cocaine like? Dude, listen to that song from Scarface, that Yayo song, Rush, Rush, Gimme Yayo. Yeah. That song's basically like cocaine, from my memory. It's been quite a number of years since I indulged in the white stuff. Tell us a story of how it's so damn hot in the Pacific Northwest right now. That's not really a story. Thanks for everything you've done and keep on doing. Thank you, man. I appreciate the $5 and the sentiment and the continued viewership and all that shit. What What's the extent of your superstition? Would you date someone whose past two spouses died in car? Oh yeah, I don't have any superstition about that shit. Well, I mean, like that's not really superstition. That's like paranoia. Because like, what are you wondering at that point? My mind would go to like, is she like cutting brake lines or something? I wouldn't think it's like, oh, she's got a bad omen or something surrounding her. I'd be like, is she killing these fucking people? Suspicion and superstition are different. I'm nowhere near superstitious enough to think that like some bitch just has some evil omen around him. What was about like that shit with James Dean's car? Dude, I've driven by the Jack Ranch Cafe so many times, right where James Dean died. There's like a big shrine to him there. And there's a marker along the side of the road at the exact point where his car stopped and where he died, I guess. It's pretty cool. I mean, I guess not cool that he died, but cool that there's like a little marker there for him. But yeah, I guess that car, like, you know, people bought it with the hopes of rebuilding it or whatever, parting it out, and everybody that's purchased that car has died. You know, and when people bring that to me, I'm like, wow, man, everybody that's ever purchased any car has died at some point, or will die at some point. Oh, dude, I wouldn't even want to deal with TJ on meth. That's just a whole... You got a Dynor today? Cool, man. Congratulations on not being able to sleep for the next 3 or 4 months while your new puppy adjusts to life. Because that's basically how it works out. You're still really young looking and have a healthy head of hair. You also seem happier. Oh, that's nice. I appreciate that. Yeah. That is one thing I'll never have to worry about is hair. The men in my family, on both sides of my family, just don't really go bald, so I may die early of any number of genetic, things I'm genetically predisposed to, but at least I won't be bald when I die, I guess. Yeah, dude. I wish my beard was more like the hair on my head, man. Like, I wish I had a straighter beard, but alas, it was not meant to be. I've just got this poof beard. Got this poofy shit. You're balding at 21 and it sucks. Dude, just embrace it. That's the advice I give to every dude that's balding. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying your cover. So you may as well just embrace the truth about yourself. And just go bald, man. Yeah, be that bald guy. Everybody's got, in their circle of friends or extended, acquaintances, they've got that bald guy. You just need to accept that you're that bald guy. And just shave your hair, go bald. You seem to be doing alright. If you're ever in Portland for a riot, I'll give you some dabs, but you must bring ice cream. Fair enough. That's fair enough. SSAMIG inspiring. What? Okay, whatever. I had chest covered in hair, but I can't grow a beard. Just take, what you do every night is just take your hands, put them on your chest, and just rub upward towards your beard, right? Hoping that, those hair follicles will grow up into your face, and then it'll approximate a beard. Favorite Mountain Goat song? What's that fucking... I don't remember the name of it. I'm brain farting on the name of it. It's kind of like the male breakup song. I hope that our few remaining friends give up on trying to save us. I hope we come up with a fail-safe plot to piss off the dumb few that forgave us. No children, there you go. Yeah. That's a great song. That's a great song, man. I like those first few desperate hours, too. Get a haircut? No. Suck a dick up till you hiccup. There, let's just counter each other with advice. I bet you're more likely to take mine than I am yours, dude. Give you autism beyond autism? Yeah, dude. I don't think I'm capable of growing a beard that goes all the way down to my ankles, man. I just don't see that being a possibility for me. My beard really, it gets to a certain length, and that just seems to be where it stops. What should I do if you're 15 watching a sad man ramble for a live audience? I don't know, what the fuck was I doing when I was 15? I certainly wasn't sitting around watching a sad old man ramble for a live audience. Maybe you should just go and engage in whatever it is that you're going to be cringing that you did in 5 to 10 years. Whatever cringy thing that you're into that you think is like cool right now, go do that. I don't know what the kids are doing these days. Back in my days, we were like sagging our pants and rapping and stuff. That was the cringe that I engaged in. Go find your cringe. Go be 15, for fuck's sake. Go make stupid fucking life decisions and make an ass of yourself publicly. How long was I trapped in? Yeah, what year is it? What year is it? What year? Yeah, dude. I don't think I'd last very long trapped in Jumanji. I don't know, dude. With a beard like this, it's not very wizardly. That's you know, that's what I want out of a beard. You know, if I had my druthers about my beard, I'd have like a wizardly beard. But the fact of the matter is that I just don't have that kind of a beard. I'm just never gonna have that wizardly beard as much as I want it. So I've got to settle for permanently virgin, social outcast, Asperger's sufferer, neckbeard beard. And you know what? If that's what I can grow, then I'm gonna grow the best of the best neckbeard beards that there could ever be. The most floofy and resplendent of them all. Or simply put, the homeless beard, yes. Chubby Poseidon? Doesn't Poseidon have a nice flowing beard though too? Hair like this, you know? Long and shiny beard hair. Even Poseidon's got a nice flowing beard. I guess it's more of a Viking beard or something. Just big and bristly and wiry. Paid $5 for a typo? Man, that's fucked up. Just want to let you know I hat you, Paul. Wow. Paul is my golden boy, and don't pull your dick out. What it do, my young, beautiful ball. And, Paul, you're one of my... Oh, yeah, I read that one. But, yeah, thank you guys for the super chat. Sorry I missed them. You missed shaved head, Paul? Why? Do you think my personality got different when I shaved my hair? It must have been all the weed that I had once I moved to a weed legal state. That must have been. That must have been what changed me. I think you look good. Well, thank you. I hope it's already too late. I don't, dude, I don't owe Mr. Naughty Priest jack shit. He hasn't reached my fucking reserve yet. He's got a long way to go to reach my reserve. I mean, I'm willing to pay the dude, but he's got to pay me in full. He's paying in installments. You know what I mean? And when he gets there, I'll put my dick on Pornhub. I mean, it's that simple. You guys can't be fucking telling me to do shit without getting paid. Paul, why is your new review channel Cinema for Cynics and not Cinema Cynics? Rolls off the tongue better. Well, Cinema Cynics is already kind of used by somebody out there with a web presence and an established kind of thing that they're doing. So that would be one of the reasons. And number two, I kind of like Cinema for Cynics. I like saying it. Rolls trippingly off the tongue. And it pretty much inculcates me from like people's biggest concern with the reviews, which is like, why are you always so negative? Like, channel name. I'm pretty cynical about everything, and this is my thoughts on movies, so there's going to be a lot of cynicism. You see? When a movie's good, I'll say it's good. If I think it's worth your fucking time, I'll let you know. I'll probably rip on it a little bit. Dude, what is this shit? You gotta work on marketing. Paul's ego thinks Poison the Well is a band. Sad. It is. I vaguely remember mentioning, somebody in the chat mentioning Poison the Well tonight. Is that some other fucking thing? Because the Poison the Well that I remember is a metal band or like a screamo band or some shit. There's a YouTuber called Poison the Well now? Oh. Why am I being called stupid because I don't know the dumbass YouTuber called Poison the Well, but I do know the fucking relatively popular band known as Poison the Well? Okie dokie. Thanks, Internet. Yeah, the band was definitely first, unless that person's been making YouTube videos for longer than most people have been making YouTube videos. Seeing as his new movie channel is a new movie channel, will you ever put any of the specials you did with TJ on there, like the old ones? Maybe. That's a good possibility. Buy your whip so you can na-na. Oh, buy your whip so you can nay-nay. Yeah, dude, that car commercial almost completely and utterly removed my will to live. I can't believe that went from concept to execution and got broadcast to people. I mean, maybe it did what it was supposed to do, because so many people were talking about how fucking horrible it was. It got people talking about his brand. But really, like, it's a strange marketing strategy. Get people talking about how bad you suck in hopes that some of those people will subconsciously remember you when they're looking for a car, maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of thankful I don't think like a marketing person. You're on somewhere between 300 and 400 micrograms of LSD, and this is a huge trip watching me. Jeez, man. Why'd you waste a fucking acid trip watching me? Any publicity is good publicity? I mean, that's a good rule of thumb, I guess, but I don't know that I agree that it's true. Like, publicity because you got caught with a bunch of fucking like for example, the publicity that Jared got when it was revealed that he had a bunch of child porn and engaged in a bunch of child sex trafficking and shit. Jared from Subway. That publicity certainly was not good publicity. That didn't turn out good for him. That turned out pretty bad. But it was publicity. Yeah, Jeb. Any publicity is good publicity. As another good example, Jeb. Yeah, Jeb gets publicity for being fucked on by all the other candidates harder than any other candidates getting fucked on. That was not good publicity. Ooh. I'll do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. I haven't watched season 2 of Attack on Titan yet. Get really fucked up on shrooms or acid and watch a review of Eraserhead. Oh man, that would be a hard one to watch. Or Gummo or something. Yeah. Hey Paul, just wanted to let you know my offer of giving you 2 Clorndike boars for slurring the manatee's norb and swallowing the corm. Man, it's going too far, man. We're orning too much, guys. We're orning too much. Dude, when we're slorbing a norb and swallowing the corm, it's gone a little far, man. The thought loops, yeah, it happens. Color is my asshole? I don't know, man. You want to take a look? You want me to put you guys back there and you guys tell me what color my asshole is? Just drop you guys down the back of my pants, let you guys swim around in there for a little while. Horsehole. Oh god. That was a rhetorical question, by the way. I'm not going to show you guys my asshole. I might flush you down the toilet, though. You keep up your bullshit tonight. I'm definitely in a toilet flushing mood, dude. I haven't had a fucking second to myself for, like, days. I'm just like... I guess that's not true. I probably had a few seconds to myself. But they were all spent worrying about time that I didn't have to myself. Oh, you're a fucking bag of queefs? How do you bag queefs? Wouldn't it take a long time to bag up queefs? Take a long time and a lot of effort. Otto Warmbier, the guy really... Oh yeah, dude, the guy that got sent back to us like a completely torture-ridden husk of a man. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's about time for us to just go take a dump on North Korea. We've been posturing for it for so long, and it's just kind of inevitably gonna happen. So it's time for fucking... It's time for Trump to go talk to China and tell them, look, we're gonna bomb North Korea into the fucking Stone Age. And then, you know, China says, okay, that's fine, but then retaliates with the nukes. And then Russia, seeing the opportunity to join in, launches their nukes, and then we launch our nukes. And then everything, you know, it's the reset button. No, I don't know about the nukes, but I do think it's about time to stop pussyfooting around with North Korea. Like, either just completely just put sanctions on every interaction that we have with them and pressure our allies to do the same strongly, and forget that they exist and just stop paying attention and stop policing them and stop worrying about what they're doing, or just send the jets over there and start bombing their dumbasses. This like constant back and forth just isn't working. Just leave them alone. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just look, take what they're doing and punish them economically, and like I said, lean on our allies to do the same. And just forget that they exist. Stop giving them what they want. Because this constant battle for attention that's going on in North Korea, like, the only reason that they do this outrageous shit is because they know that we're going to respond and talk about them and, you know, push them to the forefront of our fucking foreign policy and engage a bunch of fucking military assets in a fruitless game of cat and mouse, and, you know, spend a bunch of money having a bunch of soldiers floating around on boats off the coast of North Korea and shit. They're doing the exact same thing that Onision did to fucking Jeff Holiday, dude. They're like going, fuck you, you fucking cunt. And then we go, oh yeah, well fuck you, bitch. And then they go, oh look, the oppressor, the imperialist pig dogs, showing what violent pricks they are again. Would I lick Ben's cunt hairs? Like, why would you even type that? Why would you even waste the precious fucking seconds that it took for you to hammer out that retardism? Why would you even bother? Aside from DPRK Special Forces, most of the Army would surrender. They know they can't win. Of course they do. Like, look, dude. Korea has been riding this crest of, like, wariness of war of the American people, coupled with that tacit protection of China, coupled with a bunch of fucking threats of just Armageddon for North Korea if anybody should do anything. They've just been riding that fucking sense of immunity that comes with having people by the balls, but they've only got people by the balls because we allow them to have them by the balls, because we continue to, like, concern ourselves with how they're running their shit. We don't seem to be concerned with how any other country's treating its people, especially those of them that are giving money to the United States. Those of them that have resources that we want to exploit. We don't got a problem with the way that they treat their fucking people. But North Korea, man, we got to be outraged. We got to be outraged all the time about North Korea. Guess because there's nothing underneath the soil of North Korea that we really want bad enough. Take acid and shrooms on the 24-hour show. That's a really good way to ensure that I don't make it 24 hours. Just a bunch of pollution and sad Asians, yeah, pretty much. Is it wrong to want to rape Kim Jong-un? Why would you want to rape Kim Jong-un? I mean, I guess it's not necessarily wrong to want to, but I don't know that I understand the position. A universe is a simulation, and the creator is the simulation, a natural simulation brought forth due to quantum fluctuations and finding the answer. I hope they catch Kim Jong-un alive. Give him a bit of the auto warn. Yeah, they're not going to catch Kim Jong-un. And he's not going to get tortured. Nor would torturing Kim Jong-un fix the wrong done to Otto Warmbier or any of the other people that have died under the regime of the Kims. It's just, you know, two wrongs don't make a right and all that dumb shit. No, misanthrope. I'm not gonna take off my clothes. You disgusting freak. Why should we let blow up humans if there is no meaning? Let what blow up humans? I like the long hair, but the beard is too much. I like your hair. I don't like your hair. Let's discuss Paul's fucking hair. All goddamn night. Hey man, like the beard, like the hair. Hate the hair, love the beard. Love the beard and hate the hair. Man, you should have X combination of hair and beard, or Y combination of hair and beard. Hey man, how's the beard going? How's the hair going? Wow, Paul's got hair and a beard. Oh, fuck me, man. Yeah, do a bowl. Good idea. Good idea. Man. Oh. Yeah, it does. I will tell you guys this, like, exposure to the internet has led me, it's led me to have a little bit less faith in humanity. Because, like, when you're just exposed to the drumbeat constantly, it fills your head with uncertainty as to what anybody in the world is thinking at a given moment. Like anybody that I walk by on the street could be the dude that decided to like type out and hit return on "Would you lick Ben's cunt hairs?" I could be walking by it, just anybody, and it calls into question the entire fucking human comedy, right? Trolls are fringe to the general population. I don't know if I know that's true. I really don't. I mean, I guess not everybody that I'm talking about is a troll. But really, I'm starting to see no difference between trolling and just stupidity. Like, it seems like that's mostly what's going on nowadays. Just, look at this, I did something dumb. I said something stupid. Look what I did. Oh, look at this stupid shit that I did. Oh, dude, always bet on black. Always bet on black. Yeah, I feed the trolls, dude, because I see value in trolling. But the more time goes on, the more I'm exposed to it, the less value I'm seeing in it. Got too serious. I got too serious, dude. The trolls got too serious about trolling. started taking themselves too seriously. And now the trolls are just as insufferable by and large than the people that they're trolling, man. They lost sight of that brass ring. Yeah, dude, culture war. Culture warriors, dude. Oh, man. I fought in the meme wars. And there's like all this content out there that's being created. Like, you know how many people send me this stupid fucking South African dude or whatever the fuck that's like, hello, I am the president of Kyrgyzstan. Some black dude dressed like a fucking general with Pepe the Frog on his fucking hat. And I'm just like, okay. It's one thing to troll, and it's another thing to just watch, like, entire fucking channels of people who are just like, Pepe the Frog wants you to be happy. The people of Kyrgyzstan will never give up until our lands are returned to us. Pepe wants everything good for you. I mean, his whole channel is just nothing but that. Hey, it's an alert. I am the president of Kyrgyzstan. And it's just like, people send me this shit day in and day out and day in and day out. And it's just like, what would we even do with this? What would we even do with your stupid little in-joke that wasn't even funny at the beginning and just gets more and more insipid every time one of you retards pops up in a chat room? What am I going to do with the retarded guy that decided he was going to cash in by calling himself the president of you retards and making unwatchable bullshit fake update videos about a non-existent continent? How's that fighting the culture war anymore? Aren't you just jerking each other off now? Hello, I am the president of Kyrgyzstan. Praise Pepe the Frog and praise the lulz. It's like, isn't Kyrgyzstan supposed to be like a you know, a sly little fucking aping of SJW politics and shit? How does that doing anything? That's just a bunch of people jerking off and going, hey, look how funny the meme is. So that's the difference. That's why you can never have meme wars. Because people aren't reposting the meme to change things. They're reposting the meme because they think it's funny. And now they're reposting the meme and hoping that people will repost their reposting of the meme. That's not how a war is prosecuted. You ain't gonna have no war with memes, dude. But yeah, dude, the Kyrgyzstan shit, oh my god, man. That is the most insipid band of fucking retards. Oh god. Oh man. It's like 24/7 kayfabe. Kyrgyzstan people are like if we would have come back after the Glenn Jacobs episode and did a whole nother episode of nothing but Glenn Jacobs and then did another episode tonight that was nothing of us just watching Glenn Jacobs. That's the Drunken Peasants version of Kyrgyzstan. Like, that's literally, that's the meme at this point. Holy shit, move on, dude. Jesus. Okay, cool. There you go. I magically just changed into some other person on YouTube for you. So, there you go. Topic changed. God, man. No, we're not an island off of Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan doesn't exist. And that black dude that calls himself your president is going to have a hard time financing that channel in about a year when this Kyrgyzstan thing blows over and like moms are posting about it and stuff. Like grandmas are posting on fucking not even Facebook. Like when you really know something's dead, is when it hits Pinterest. When grandmas are sharing a Pinterest about Kekistan 6 to 8 months from now, it's a mockery of identity politics, where a bunch of people get around and jerk themselves off with unfunny memes that have nothing to do with identity politics. Oh. Worst thing is they think they're funny. Yeah. What? What is all this shit, dude? Buy your whip. Oh yeah, I got that one. Paul, what are you drinking? Water with Mio. Yeah. That really is why Kekistan sucks, is because the people that follow it think that other people outside of it think it's hilarious. And it's like, no. Now, even in context, it's not that funny at all. And it's definitely not funny now. Like watching a black dude in a fake army hat talk about how he's the president of Kekistan. That was never funny. Would I rather be retarded from now on or have your grandpa jerk you off to a Ferris wheel, but you got funnel cake after? Well, thanks for the $5, but I'm not going to engage in the stupid hypothetical bullshit. This is a small sample of the internet. Really, I don't think the majority of them are dumb. They're just young. Well, I mean, those things can be kind of synonymous sometimes. I mean, not always, of course, but sometimes. Get your funnel cakes. Yeah, TJ's got a point there. Memes are basically just political cartoons for retards. Yeah, that is true. TJ has a point there for sure. Whoa. Watch me whip. Buy your whip so you can nay-nay. Buy your whip so you can nay-nay. Time to pack a fresh bowl. There we go. Hey, get back. You know when Dinor decides he's gonna rub his cold ass nose all over my leg? He's just like, wonder how long I can just wipe my cold ass wet nose back and forth along his leg before he gets tired of it. Go on about your business. Go lay down. Yeah, he doesn't need anything. He's been fed, he's been watered, he was taken out a reasonable amount of time ago, especially considering he's now getting towards an adult dog. He doesn't need to go out every fucking 5 minutes to go potty. He just wants attention. He's just bored and he wants me to fucking sit and play fucking tug of war with his little ass. Yeah, you water him, dude. Yeah, I pour water over him 3 or 4. You're not supposed to do that? I was always told that if you didn't water your animals and your plants, they would die. So yeah, he's just being a dog. That's basically what dogs do. They roam around and piss you off. But never to the extent that it overrides your willingness to do pretty much anything for them. He sounds like the chat. He basically is the chat. His name really does fit him, as much as I don't like it. He really is just Dinor. He's everything that is. He's a reprehensible retard, but he's my reprehensible retard. You know what I mean? What bud do I have here? This is a little bit. I mean, I've been smoking on this for a while. It's my Granddaddy Perp. This was a half O of Granddaddy Perp a couple of weeks ago. I got it. I've been smoking on that, and what's this other shit? Frost Giant. Those have been my two go-tos. Ever try heroin? No. If I ever tried heroin, then I would definitely want to do nothing but heroin. Till the end of time. My soccer team fined me today because I refused to shower with the team. What? You got fined because you wouldn't take a shower? That doesn't make any sense. Just got some wedding cake and Fruity Pebbles. Were the Fruity Pebbles sprinkled on the wedding cake? Or did you get a slice of leftover wedding cake and a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and eat those together somehow? Either way, that sounds pretty good. I'd get down on some Fruity Pebble wedding cake. Or some Captain Crunch wedding cake. When you talk about the implications of AI indistinguishable from humans, I mean, sure, let's discuss it. So, we're not just talking about an AI there. We're talking about an AI coupled with either like an android or cyborg body. Those are two things that I don't know should ever be mixed. And hold on, let me check my super chat here. What's a question you routinely get on stream that you hate the most? I don't know, it kind of comes and goes. Like, there'll be times when people will just ask the same question like 90 million times, and you know, I understand that not everybody's here for the whole fucking stream, and not everybody's done it, or not everybody knows that I've talked about it, but I don't know, I don't guess there's not just one question that annoys me above all others, but anyway, like as far as the AI that is indistinguishable from human beings, once again, I don't think that one logically means that we have to have the other. Like I said, taking the AI and putting it into a body that's indistinguishable, at least looks-wise, from a human being, I don't really see the benefit of doing that. I mean, I guess there would be benefits, like clandestine benefits, like you know, but the implications of that are, like, I guess biometric scanning becomes a very important thing. I don't know if we'll ever get to the point where you can make a cyborg totally indistinguishable from biology. Unless maybe we're like growing biological bodies without a brain for a central nervous system and instead installing the AI into those bodies. That'd be kind of interesting. But I mean, we're talking about Terminators, basically. I think that most of the uses for that type of technology would be nefarious. There would be spies. There would be soldiers and infiltrators of all different kinds. Come on your hand and show it to the camera. Just got hit in the face with the internet again. Sorry. Yeah. All chats are cancer, though. I don't know if you've noticed. But anywhere you go, this just seems to be the level of interaction that people are interested in having with people that provide content. Pretty much any chat that involves mass amounts of anonymous people is going to turn out to be almost unreadable. Like 85% of what goes by, you're just going to absolutely ignore. And it's pretty much everybody, and it's pretty much everywhere. So that must be like the level of interaction people are interested in having online. And people like me have got to navigate that treacherous fucking, minefield. It's less like a minefield and more like just like a front lawn that you have to walk across that's got dog shit on it. But the lawn is also really long, so you don't really know where the dog shit's gonna be, but you just know that it's just dotted with dog shit. I don't know what it is, man. Like, there used to be shit back in the day that, like, I don't even really see how it would possibly exist now. Like, people used to do these rooms where everybody that joined, it was like a push to talk thing. And there was really no moderation tools for these rooms. I mean, you had limited abilities, I guess, to kick people out of the rooms, but it was really open to people having just nothing but time on their hands and just making a billion accounts so they could come in and do it over and over again. But it just really didn't happen back in the day. Every once in a blue moon, some retard would come along and get on the mic and be like, but I feel like that, like, if that time was now, if the sentiment was the same as it is now, then none of that shit would have worked. If 90% of the people that keyed up were just retards going, pussy, 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 cunt, cock, dick, lick, cube, you know what I mean? It'd be like a Brett Keane hangout. You know what I mean? It wouldn't work. But like a lot of those communities grew up around that time. There was like this sense of like, well, I'm not going to talk unless I have something to say. And people were trolling. But trolling doesn't preclude what I just said. You know what I mean? I'm not going to troll unless I've got something worthy of, trolling. That filter's Gorn, man. It's like, why are you depressed? Maybe take a break from streaming. I can't take a break from streaming. My job is streaming. So People weren't as retarded back then. Oh, that ain't true. I was alive. People were just as retarded. Just as retarded. The world has not undergone some giant cavalcade of like stupefaction like people try and paint it. There's always been dipshits in this world, and they've always way outnumbered reasonable people. But the dummies seemed to want to actually have a conversation back in the day. The difference is ease of access. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Back when these communities happened that I'm talking about, the internet was still a novelty. Only like hobbyists and people that were interested in having that kind of interaction had it. Now the internet is just something that's basically standard, unless you're at the very bottom of the economic strata. And even then, a lot of people in that position have access to the internet through free Wi-Fi and shit. It's just absolutely ubiquitous now. That's absolutely right. That's a very smart thing to have said, because it's absolutely true. Ease of access. Yep. And it totally makes sense, right? The amount of people that had the internet and went through all the fucking weirdness that you had to go through back then, and all, spent the money that you had to spend to get a modem and all of that shit, and set up your internet connection and know how to navigate it enough to get to this place. The chances of somebody like that wanting to waste their time going pussy, pussy, dick, 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 cat, 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 Kakistan, Kakistan, praise Pee-Pee the Frog, the lulz, I'm fighting in the meme wars, I'm fighting in the meme wars. Like, because you had to go through shit to get your internet connection. You had to be interested in that shit. It wasn't just there. Now it's just there. So, like, the people that would normally just be sitting in front of their TV going, Judge Judy, Judge Judy, they're now on the internet going, meme, rage face, troll face, Kakistan. Oh shit, the president of Kakistan uploaded a new video. Oh, it's always so funny. Let's click on that. Just everybody. Everybody. My take on heroin chipping, I don't think there's any such thing as a chip habit of heroin. At least not from the people that I've known that have gone through the cycle of addiction. Those people that I've known, throughout my life that have gone through that. Yeah. It doesn't seem like a chip habit actually works. I've devolved into Adam Sandler. No, I'm talking about Adam Sandler. We're talking about the entire internet becoming Adam Sandler. That's kind of the point. The entire internet is basically Jack and Jill now. It's like, stupid bullshit. Somebody puts something smart out. Like, you watch a video on the internet, right, and you go, man, wow, that was pretty smart shit. And you go to the comments, and I guarantee you the first thing you see is something like, blah, 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 blah. You're just like, oh no. What is this world that we're living in, man? Just some gobbledygook, some fucking meme, some stupid bullshit. You watch this, like, intellectual thing somebody poured their heart and soul into. Very smart, very funny, very affecting. You go in the fucking comments. Thumbs up if you praise Keck. And that's the number one thumbs up comment. You're like, oh man, what a waste. What a waste, what a waste. Normal people ignore the comments. They just see the Yeah, but why does it have to be that way? Like, why would the comments have to be a cesspool? Doesn't that mean that just, like, humanity is basically a cesspool? Now that access is so fucking widespread across, most of the developed world, does the fact that anonymous comment sections are totally unreadable garbage 99% of the time mean that 99% of people are totally garbage 99% of the time? I don't know. It's an interesting direction for things to have gone. All right, well, look, dude, I didn't grow up around tons of fucking junkies. I have known some people in various stages of heroin addiction. And I've never talked to one of them that told me that they thought that a chip habit was sustainable. Maybe it is for some people. I don't know. What's this chip stuff? It's a heroin terminology. A chip habit is a habit where you just do the drug to have fun, and you're not addicted to it. So you're not purchasing the drug because you need to take the drug to feel normal. You're purchasing the drug every once in a while just so you can get off on it. But do I like jazz? I love jazz, yes. Everyone loses themselves on the internet. The anonymity is what encourages them. It's like screaming at another car even though you know they can't hear you. Yeah, but in this case they can hear you. But it doesn't matter because they're so distant from you that, retaliation is impossible. If you're reasonably smart, anonymity is totally possible. So you can be and say whatever you want to be. I don't know that I believe, though, that that's what causes it. I don't think it's just the anonymity. I used to think that that was the major component of it. That it was just like, oh, nobody's really accountable for anything that they say, so that's why it's all just garbage. But I think that there is a competition in people to be recognized as having said the stupidest thing. And I think that that drives it more than anything. I think it's that desire to be recognized, even if it's for saying the dumbest, most autistic thing on the video. Whoever figured out allowing people to rate individual comments like they do on Reddit and now like they do on YouTube, where these thumbs up, thumbs down situation. Like people, whoever thought of that first just absolutely hit the nail on the head. That's really what it is. It's all just a need for validation. That's what causes it. It's a need for validation of some kind. And when you lower the fucking common denominator to the point where blah, 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 blah is the funniest thing that gets posted, then anybody can be a comedian. When there's no standard that anybody's ever held to and people are rewarded for like face rolling bullshit, it really is, dude. It's validation. That's what drives it all. That need for other people to see what you've done and approve. Or disapprove, so long as it means that their attention is focused on you for a brief moment. Validation. That's the problem. There's so much going on and so many people on the internet that feel like they're mediocre, that want to feel like they're not mediocre, that mediocrity is the order of the day. I mean, nobody needs validation if everybody gets validation. Right? Right, Dinor? I mean, stay away from Facebook. You act like Facebook isn't just as bad as Twitter, isn't just as bad as YouTube comments or Reddit or any other fucking social networking site that involves interaction between people and rating on the like very, very 50-50 up-down scale of content. It's everywhere. It's anywhere. Anywhere that people congregate on the internet is now basically dog shit. I mean, yeah, Facebook is a special kind of awful because more people use it than any other platform. It's the platform that most people got their grandmas to start using a computer for because you can share pictures of the grandkids. So yeah, it is the bottom of the barrel. But it's only a matter of time until the other social networks catch up with that level of fucking infamy. I mean, case in point. Look what just streamed by. Like clockwork. Why aren't the trolls in this chat funny? Because being funny is no longer the goal of trolling, man. It's just base validation of having somebody's attention on you for a split second. Like, that's the level that it's reduced to. It's not even about engendering a certain kind of reaction out of people. It's basically playing the, will this person spend 1 second of their time validating my existence with their attention? Spam, 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 blah, blah, blah. See? And he got what he wanted because I said see. I mean, that's a pretty sad truth, but it really is the truth. He couldn't help but validate my theory. He started doing his shit before my theory was pronounced. I said, I provided my theory, dude, while he was deciding to keep doing what I was telling him he was doing. Qualia. Yeah, it's the qualia, dude. Qualia. Oh well, man. Who am I to stand in judgment of other people's free time, ultimately? I mean, I fly spaceships around and play video games and watch dumbass movies in my free time, so I'm not exactly spending my free time in some fucking erudite way. I mean, the most failed and annoying troll that I've ever witnessed, I probably don't remember the person. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Like, the problem with failure is that nobody but you remembers them. So it wasn't me that failed. It was them. So they probably remember the sting of it much more than I remember it. Trolls aren't worth remembering. Most of the time they're not. Sometimes they are. What shit are you talking about? What shit are you talking about? Coppercab's a pretty funny troll, I think. And he puts some effort into his trolling, you know. He's lived this entire persona for years and years and years of his life publicly. Like, that takes dedication. That takes sacrifice. Now that's trolling. Copper Cab isn't funny. He got you too, dude. No, he's not a she anymore. He's a he again. He decided that he transitioned back. So please, don't misgender him. He's now a him again, okay? So you're the one doing the fucking misgendering, okay? You got that? You got that applesauce? I'm the boss, applesauce. Let's see. Make me a mon. Don't worry about banning them. The problem with banning them is that they've got 90 of these little accounts ready. I mean, basically what those guys do when they come in and do the periods thing and don't get bored of doing it is they just cause me to waste about 5 seconds of my life going over to the stream and going into the settings and turning slow mode on. So now they're, they can only post a period every 8 seconds. Now every 8 seconds they can post a period. They'll get bored of it eventually because it'll go by so fast that nobody will see it or notice it, and then they'll move on to their next fucking stream and hope that slow mode isn't on. Sucks. Okay, cool. Let me help you go find something new to watch. This is why nobody gets to have nice things. Yeah, pretty much. What is this stream about? Getting high and talking to people in chat. That's basically what I do. Yeah, basically randomness. The guy's still doing the period thing? Of course he is. I shall let the smooth, buttery tones of your vocals lull me to sleep. What's your opinion on Nickelback? Stupidest name for a band ever. Maybe the poopiest, most vanilla band ever. One of the only bands that I just refuse to sit and listen to. If one of their songs is on, I will plug my fucking ears if I can't get out of earshot of it. Just poopy. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about them other than that. They suck. Yeah, dude, I like Jan Terry. We poke fun at her videos and stuff, but for me, like, ultimately, she seems like she's having fun doing what she's doing. And to a certain extent, it takes balls to put yourself out there. You know what I mean? And she's been doing it for so many years, she clearly doesn't give a fuck what people think. She's doing it to have fun. And that's gotta be admirable on some level, dude. You gotta at least fucking give her props for putting up with the bullshit for all those years, dude. And still doing what makes her happy. So, good for Jan. I don't really have any guilty pleasures. I don't really assign guilt to the things that I enjoy listening to. I don't feel bad about listening to things. I mean, there are things I listen to that people would probably be like, yeah, I hate that. But that pretty much anything I listen to, there's somebody out there that'll go, yeah, I hate that. Whatever, dude. Nickelback or Smash Mouth? Nickelback is way worse than Smash Mouth. Come on, dude. That's super fucking simple. Validate, you bitch. Cool. You're validated, dude. Do you enjoy us, or do you just enjoy talking about yourself and what you think? Oh, I enjoy doing this. Like, overall, like, I still enjoy interacting with the chat on some level. But, you know, you gotta bitch every once in a while about it. You gotta get into your bitch sesh. I was due for one. Yeah, I listened to Slim Thug, Paul Wall. I listened to them way before I listened to, or lived in Texas. And, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that chopped and screwed shit that was popular coming out of Texas. That, like, inside peanut butter, outside jelly. Read any good nonfiction lately? I just started reading The Conspiracy Against the Human Race by Thomas Ligotti. And I'm having a really, really good time with it. I mean, it's a little bit self-serving for me to read, but because it validates very much how I feel thus far, but it's a fun read. I see depression and stress in your eyes. Oh, man. You must be psychic. Do you think you are fit in the context of survival of the fittest? Well, do I think I'm like a well-rounded specimen of the human species? No. Do I think I'm a specimen of the human species that's ultimately prepared to defend itself well? No. But we've kind of changed the rules of what survival of the fittest means. See, we learned the rules, and we can bend them now. We have the technology to bend them. So, despite my not being a pristine example of Homo sapiens sapiens, I still survived. So survival of the fittest seems to have changed its meaning when it comes to human beings, because I'm certainly not the fittest, but I'm still here. Would you ever cover a major protest now that I live in Seattle? It depends. I mean, it depends on... Hey, what are you eating, man? What are you chewing on down there? Because you were over there by a shoe, and I know that you would not chew a shoe. I know you wouldn't. I know you know better than that. Do you like cats? Depends on the cat, really. Sometimes I could do without cats, and sometimes I meet a cat that I'm like, yeah, this is a cool cat. I like mostly every dog, so I guess I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. Is having children moral? Depends on the context. And I mean, depends on the morality and the mores of the place that you live, right? I don't think it's moral to have a child that you cannot support financially, emotionally, physically, or otherwise. I don't think that that's moral. What do you think about the lawsuit against Led Zeppelin about Stairway to Heaven? Do you think it's right that bands can sue for money reasons, or do you think that music should be made for the music? Well, the problem is that we live in a largely capitalistic global society now, and musicians have to be able to eat, and those musicians that make the best music typically practice about as much as people work and tour about as much as people work. So if you remove the monetary value of music and you just say, nope, when you make a piece of music, it belongs to the people, then you remove the ability of musicians to a certain extent to support themselves. On the other hand, when you create a song, you can't really control who listens to that song, especially in this day and age when everything's kind of boiled down to a file that can be shared between people. And you really can't look at people sharing your music in that way as a negative. So, because people have been doing that forever. I mean, people would buy a record and let their friend borrow it. Buy a CD, let their friend burn it. This is not a new problem. Is art really essential to society, or are you dead weight? Well, once again, it depends on the society. In our society, I don't know that it would function without art. And, art kind of greases the wheels of our society. It's escapism. I mean, that's basically what art has become in America, at least popular art. It's ways of getting away from the mundanity of life. That's totally necessary right now. It's 110% necessary, dude. Just like that dude on Maury Povich is 110% sure he's not the father, dude. Oh yeah, everybody's trying to trademark everything, man. Doing this is now, Gene Simmons started it, dude. And Gene Simmons should own it. And every time somebody throws up the devil horns, Gene Simmons should get a fucking shekel for it. Because if it wasn't for Gene Simmons, that wouldn't exist. Every time someone takes a shit, the first man alive's closest relative should get a shekel. Yep, I agree. I'm gonna trademark taking a dump, man. Trademark taking a dump. Every time you take a poop, you've got to put a penny in a little slot next to your toilet, and that penny goes in a tube that just empties into a fucking money bin for me. Because out of all of humanity, I was the one that thought of poop funnier than anybody else. So I get to own the idea of taking a poop now. You see. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good night.